the familiar jingle again. Oh. And here's right away some plot about Mavericks and Dr. Doppler. Oh, and he developed a way to stop them from going Maverick. Mind control. Oh, but how did they find the city? Because, you know, humans... Oh yes, well that's always nice. Well, the music sounds evil, so I don't think things went good. I think that they were went to bad. Again. Oh, yep. Yeah, mind control didn't work. Oh, so, yeah, the Mavericks weren't gone, they just shift sides to Dr. Doppler. So... And apparently X and Zero are needed again to find Dr. Doppler and kill him. So there's a new big bad guy. With a very fancy looking graphical style for the era. And this was actually going for the yes, Mega Man X3. This was actually on two platforms, originally on Super Nintendo, but then it was transferred to PlayStation 1 with some enhancements, but just slight. Oh yeah, and Dr. Doppler doesn't like there being Maverick hunters, so he's about to kill him. Yeah, fancy polygonal graphics and all that. Mega Man X3. The last of the 16-bit era Mega Man games, as much as I can say. So it's time to start this, and I'm playing this from the Legacy Collection, not emulated. But apparently, yep. All weird kind of bug-looking machines being shot down from the sky. And with a close-up of X and Zero himself. Yep, just one swipe by Zero and thing goes down. Yep. So, introductory stage again. The basic Mega Man colors, and like in X2, X already knows how to do a dash. And there's some robots again. And all kinds of critters to be for. But there's never actually been mentioned about what these basic enemies in these games are. There's always been mentioning about that, yeah, these are Mavericks, basically sentient robots decided to start kill people for reasons or another, while in original series they were just regular robots which were programmed or unexpectedly happening. Oh, and there's a traitor called Mac. Yeah, that's his introduction. Yeah, they are. So, and X was captured and by traitor, but it's no big problem because Zero's playable, and well, he is much more powerful than X. He has full life bar and way more chance to recharge his weapons, and he definitely has much more beautiful design and even a great theme music. So yeah, Zero's first time ever as playable, but he's not the main playable character in this, just you could say side playable, meaning he is not always playable. You have an option to switch to Zero during the gameplay, but it's not so that you could just go and kill the boss of the stage by Zero. No, it just doesn't happen. Yeah, there's Mac. Say hello to Z-Saber. One hit swipe and hits history. Yep. So long for X being captured. It lasted seconds. And you can also see Zero is bigger than X. If X would be something like 6 foot tall, when he was standing upright, Zero would be something like 7. And way bulkier, but then again, knowing the designer most likely went all for power. And completely disregarded things like ethical things. But that would be much more later plot things. Yeah, but Doppler's big machine is ready to picking a fight. But it ain't really powerful. Yeah, it can be a bit of unpredictable, but generally not too dangerous. Yeah, but the interstage bosses are always meant to be easy. Yep, nothing but debris of that. Yep, that means Zero is partly playable, not completely, just partly. And let's make use of the save feature of this Legacy Collection. And here is the new group of 8 Mavericks about to meet their demise. There is Blast Hornet, Blizzard Buffalo, Gravity Beetle, Toxic Seahorse, Neon Tiger, Tunnel Rhino. If I remember, this was Crush Crawfish, and this ugly bastard is called Volt Catfish. Yeah, 2 fish and not so much. 3 aquatic themed animals of seahorse, crawfish, and catfish. But let's just start directly from Blizzard Buffalo. Yeah, nice sigil of Dr. Doppler. Yep, Blizzard Buffalo, the first of the Mavericks. And of course, his stage is the ice stage. And like previous Mega Man X games, there is matter of upgrades you can find. For example, these allow you to ride with the carrier armor, which is a similar thing to all the walking armors you found, that they have to be found. And there's 4 variations of them, but they mostly don't serve much of use. they're just, well, for a short while you can go and do some havoc with them, but generally they aren't so useful. And of course, Blizzard Buffalo stage is the ice stage with slippery physics. And this room also, well, they have a different meaning later, but, well, not now so much. And in contrary to the previous, well, Mega Man X titles, there's quite complicated chain of weaknesses and applications to them in this one. For example, there will be some specialty bosses, and here is a place where there would be an teleporter to get you somewhere else, to a completely different location, and all that kind of things, which make this to have a, you could say, really complex design. In not so much in level designs, but then you could say that the general build of the game is actually quite complex, with multiple levels of things be done. And once I do a bit of a difficult jump from there, it gives me a necessary upgrade. So it's a bit of a complex jump, but it's very necessary jump for the 100% completion of the game, which I intend to do. At least in sense that gather all the upgrades, and all that thingamajiggery. Ah shit, bit close. For some reason the ice feels more slippery than I remember it was, and this is the last attempt on camera before I cut it over. But yeah, last attempt on camera was that. I'm gonna skip over the next jumps. Yeah, took the third attempt. So, a familiar looking capsule. I have air dash, which is also vertical air dash, meaning there's practical double jump available to X as well, with a nice, beautiful looking upgrade. Yeah. So yeah, mobility is X has quite much of a strong mobility. So now it's time to go and pick. Actually, no, wrong. I made a severe doo-doo. There was another collectible in here, but let's just first wipe out Blizzard Buffalo. Yeah, he knows how to ram things because he's a buffalo. And he also knows how to shoot chunks of ice. And if you are hanging from the walls when he hits into it, well, sucks to be you. You will be taking a big hit, and that's a big and scary ice beam attack. You don't want to be hit by that. Tolo. Come on. Yep, there's nothing really fancy about Blizzard Buffalo's attacking techniques. He isn't, you could say, particularly smart, but he has a quite big attacking power when he grabs and rams you. But he went down quite easily. Yep, X is victorious. And with a nicely drawn weapon screen with 3D model of the weapon itself. And of course demonstration what the weapon does. Although that isn't much of a good name for a weapon. Frost Shield, especially if it looks like that. But like in earlier Mega Man X games, you can go back to the stage to get whatever you haven't been able to get. So I'm gonna go back and grab that other upgrade from the same stage, which demands use of the jump upgrade. So it'll be a bit of a jump to get there. Now at the section of the beginning of this blizzard-like section, there's an E-tank available. So, which means that in path of upgrades, Blizzard Buffalo is actually a very good place to start. So, time to exit the stage. Now, after defeating the first Maverick boss, it's time to go to another, and if it would be the orders of weaknesses, it would be Toxic Seahorse, but I am not going to that order. I'm going to the order of, you could say, practicality, and head for the Tunnel Rhino. He is also quite good starting boss. Yeah, and yeah, he also rams things because hey, he's a tunnel and rhino. Rhinos are known from having ill temper and ramming things, at least in fiction and in reality as well. Although they are not as horrifying as hippopotami. They are actually completely really horrifying animals. And despite looking quite cute and cuddly, rhinos don't look so cute and cuddly. Well, but the level design of the Tunnel Rhino is quite much, you could say, the run-of-the-mill in stage of Grime. And there's a heart container, which of course adds excess life bar, but there's no way to get it yet. There's a need for two special things for that. The weapon upgrade to allow, and one specific weapon. So not with that, and that green gunk, if you get capped to it, it rams you right to the ground, which means to the spikes, and that means instant death, because that's what spikes do, at least in video games. Not necessarily in real life, but still in real life, spikes also are still very dangerous thing. That's why they are important element in many horrifying machine designs. And there was another E-tank, and this one was just completely right there for you to pick up at your leisure, and which also makes this stage a really good one for starting. And once again, this kind of sinisterly empty boss room, which is not even hidden. It's something that you will have to go through. There is no hidden side paths for some kind of secret boss for you to face to get the better ending. There's or better say to skip a boss fight. You will have to do every boss fight, but there are some, you could say, alternative boss fights in this game for you to get through, or if you have defeated certain bosses certain way, you get alternative boss fights later. So just getting forward in this stage, which is, you could say, nothing really remarkable level design. And here's one more of those places that I can't get through yet. So just getting forward, and the music in this stage isn't so, you could say, really strong. It does. It of course works completely well in intended purpose, but it ain't. You could say perfect. And oh, and something roar and a sub boss. It's gonna ram the ground, or ram the wall, you could say. And if you try to grab the wall when it's shaking from its ramming, you get stunned for a little bit. But the tactic of taking it down is really simple. Just bait it with a loaded charge to its skull and repeat ad nauseam until it goes down like that, with overblown blue explosion, not even the pleasant kind. So it feels a bit lazy that the boss is exploding quite much the similar way always, but well, it goes down. And weapon energy, which I don't need. So, but let's just show how Zero plays. Oh, better say what will happen. Well, yeah, Zero has extra hit points, but if you die while playing as Zero, it's game over for Zero. You are not getting him back. So it's a very risky proposition. And you actually need Zero alive for one specific little, quite hidden, you could say, upgrade this game has. So, and of course the fact that Zero seems to take damage like a chump, which of course is quite fitting knowing the Zero's you could say characterization as extremely strong and capable, but fragile as hell. So I'm not gonna even take a risk of fighting anymore. So let's just switch over to the ice spikes, which is quite handy weapon, but not, of course, not perfect. But there is no perfect weapon in Mega Man X series. And they generally in this series do feel weapons a bit, you could say, lacking in comparison to its basic series, in which weapons were much more important. In this one, not as, you could say, important or potent as you could say. Oh, and I'm almost dead when I'm going to the boss, and there's no way for you to actually call for Zero during boss fights. Nope, Zero does not fight these bosses. Yep, Tunnel Rhino loves to ram at you, and he is actually quite nimble to somebody who has that happy ramming personality. So let's just try to put him down efficiently and cleanly. I think it's the better alternative is to focus on dodging him, then try to focus on doing damage on him. Yeah, and if you stand on the wall when he rams at it, you'll be going down from the wall, and which in this case also means right on top of him. And if you try to maneuver too fancily, yep, and he also gets that kind of unstoppable rage attack. Yeah, bosses in this one get a berserk mode, in which they have about about one third of once they have remain about 1/3 of their life bar. But Tunnel Rhino goes down. And with a new weapon, Tornado Fang, which is a drill, allows you to punch through walls, otherwise it is quite unremarkable piece of weaponry. And there's plot. More plot. And yeah, that's the Dr. Doppler. Yeah, well, and what was the last time? You never been around in this game. This is the first time I actually see you anymore. And something like third time you've been mentioned. Well, you didn't, and that's bad. That means you're getting down, Doc. But he has henchmen. A small one and a big one. And of course, well, he's smart enough to say that alive if possible, not all definitely alive. And that looks familiar. Titled Mysterious Maverick. So, Dr. Doppler found some sort of wreck. And enhanced it. And the mysterious one has a score and intends to do it his own way or its own way. Well, but the form is quite spoiling enough if you have played the previous X games. So yeah. Well, yeah, there's only one mention of only one person that X has taken down twice, and that's Sigma. So yeah, there's quite lots of spoilage already of the plot twists around. So yeah, time to save the game data. And there's plot. Oh, there was plot. And 2 Mavericks down out of 6, so it's actually time to end this episode right here, and I'll see you next time. See ya!